What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for MLB Saturday, May 6th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's MLB slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Okay guys, we have an 8-game slate tonight. So let's take a look at the pitcher position. So I got a value play here. Take a look at Alex Cobb. He's got a 13% pitching advantage over the Milwaukee Brewers. Alex Cobb only giving up a 6.56 OPS versus lefties and a 7.11 OPS versus righties. He's facing 4 lefties and 5 righties. No switch hitters, which is his worst pitch, so the splits are good. And on top of that, the Brewers have only hit 4 of his last 30 pitches. That's a 133 batting average. Now, Alex Cobb is only 8,300 FanDuel salary, 700 more on DraftKings, averaging 31 fantasy points per game on the season. He has an ERA of 2.43. Record is 1-1, pitching an average of 91 pitches per game. So I like Alex Cobb here versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Okay, let's take a look at the catcher first base position. I like Salvador Perez with a 24% batting advantage over Ken Waldichuk. Salvador Perez batting a .767 OPS versus lefties, and Ken Waldichuk pitches his worst ball versus righty batters, 30% worse than his other pitches, giving up a 1.069 OPS versus righties. Now there's no at-bats versus Waldichuk yet. Salvador Perez is 3,400 FanDuel salary, 800 more on DraftKings. He's averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. He's had a couple big games in his last 5, scoring a 47 and a 25. Has a batting average of 265. And Vegas thinks there's going to be 10 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So I like Salvador Perez here versus Ken Waldichuk. Okay guys, it's time to announce the winner of our $25 weekly PayPal giveaway. And the winner is Hobos United. Congratulations, Hobos United. Please reply to our comment to collect your prize. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $25 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won. And then we'll send you $25 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, let's take a look at the second base position. I like Matt Duffy. He's got a 41% batting advantage over that same pitcher, Ken Waldichuk. Matt Duffy batting 11% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .927 OPS versus lefties. We know Ken Waldichuk throws his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a 1.069 OPS versus righties. Now, Matt Duffy is 0 for 3 here versus Waldichuk, but the splits are great, and he's only 2,500 FanDuel salary, 100 more on DraftKings. Now, he's averaging 6 fantasy points per game on the season, but he has a batting average of 348. So I like Matt Duffy here versus Ken Waldichuk. Okay, let's take a look at the third base position. I like J.D. Davis. He's got a 48% batting advantage over Colin Rea. J.D. Davis batting 60% better versus righty pitchers, batting a 1.027 OPS versus righties. Colin Rea giving up a .669 OPS versus righty batters. No at-bats versus Rea yet. J.D. Davis is $3,100 FanDuel salary, $500 more on DraftKings, averaging 10 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of 280. In his last 5 games, he scored a 225 fantasy point games in his last 5 games. So he's got some upside, and I like the splits here. So I like J.D. Davis here versus Colin Rea. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, let's take a look at the shortstop position. I think this is a good play on FanDuel. Take a look at Trea Turner with a 28% batting advantage over Corey Kluber. Now, Corey Kluber, not the pitcher that he once was. He's a low salary pitcher right now. Trea Turner, he's batting a .720 OPS versus righties, bats 13% better versus righty pitchers. Corey Kluber, he's giving up a .874 OPS versus righties, 15% worse than his pitch to lefties. Trea Turner is 1 for 3 here versus Kluber. But I like this pick on FanDuel because he's only $3,300 FanDuel salary. Now he is $2,200 more on DraftKings. But Trea Turner averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season, has a batting average of 257. And Vegas thinks there's going to be 9.5 runs scored in this game. That's their over-under. So I like Trea Turner. I think at somewhat of a discount here on FanDuel here versus Corey Kluber. Okay, moving on to the outfield position. Mike Trout in a good spot here versus Nathan Eovaldi, batting a .353 OPS batting average with a .947 OPS here versus Eovaldi. He's a stud pick, home run hitter. We want to save some salary. Let's see. Here's a salary saver. Take a look at Edward Olivares. Edward Olivares with a 32% batting advantage over, yes, once again, Ken Waldachuk. Edward Olivares batting 2% better versus lefty pitchers, batting a .760 OPS versus lefties. We know Ken Waldachuk pitching his worst ball versus righty batters, giving up a 1.069 OPS versus righties. Maybe an opportunity to stack some righty batters here versus old Ken Waldachuk. And Edward Olivares, he's only $2,800 FanDuel salary, $200 more on DraftKings, averaging 9 fantasy points per game on the season. He has a batting average of 266. So I like Edward Olivares here versus Ken Waldachuk. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smackety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this MLB slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck.